On the 11th of May 2022, I posted a video about a TikTok challenge that I attempted. At the time, it received a total of 242 views within the first 24 hours. But as time went on, it managed to rank on YouTube search. And by the end of 2022, that video with just a couple hundred views now just had under 18,000. And ever so slowly, this video soon became the most viewed on this channel. Now, as the months went on, it kept slowly creeping up in views and was generating me completely passive income, even if I stopped making new videos. But I thought it had the potential to do even better, so I changed up the thumbnail, as I do across a lot of my videos, and that is when it started to really take off. As you saw by the title of the video, on the 27th of September 2023, just shortly over 1 year since uploading, the video hit 100,000 views. And I think it's safe to say that it's not slowing down anytime soon. As at the time I'm recording this, just over 3 weeks later, it's already on 130,000 views. And going by the real time, it's averaging between 1.7 and over 3,000 views every 48 hours. So yeah, hitting 100k views definitely became an accelerator effect. But the real question is, and the reason that you're here, is how much did I get paid for this one video? Well, so far to date, this video has made me a total of over $500, and of recent, it's making me anywhere between $4 and nearly $9 per day, completely passively. Now, unfortunately, I would have made more, as I wasn't monetized on this channel until September 2022, so I missed out on getting paid on a couple of views. But regardless, it still paid out much better than I anticipated. Oh, and also, this room that I'm currently in is something that I'm thinking of turning into a bit of a bat cave. We've got the one car in here for now, but I'm thinking with all this space, I've just chucked this in here for now. I think I could have a bit of a setup going on here. I've bought some of my weights in here, but potentially I'd love to turn this into a mini gym. And especially in some with the garage doors open, I feel like I could recreate Iman Ghazi's setup. But I am also building a setup in my room. But yeah, once it's all complete, I'll definitely do a tour of it all. Anyway, back to the video. Now, are you guaranteed to make this amount if you get 100k views on a vid? The short answer is no. You might get more or you might get less, but it all comes down to your CPM and your RPM. For this video, it had an average CPM of $9.50 and an RPM of $3.95. But over time, this has varied. As well as this, my second most viewed video is also slowly creeping up to 100k views, where we're over 90k views. It's currently made me just under $400, this time with a high CPM of $10.10 and an RPM of $4.24. So by the time this video is out, respectfully, these two videos alone, let alone all my other uploads, would have made me over $1,000 in ad revenue. But here's the catch. Purely on the basis of return on investment, for the time that I've put into these videos and the channel as a whole, it's still a very low return. And that's why I don't like to look at the ad revenue, because I think it could be a very demotivating factor, especially when you're growing and you're getting a couple thousand views, and so you're making about $10 to $20 per video in the short term. But as seen by these two examples, with YouTube, it's all a compound effect. The more you post, the more exposure you'll get, the more your videos will grow, the more revenue is made. Originally, this 100k viewed video only made me $43.68 towards the end of 2022. Whereas to date, it's made me over $500 just in 2023 alone. And so, as much as it can be addicting at times, solely going over ad revenue, in my opinion, won't necessarily be a good metric to monitor the success of your channel. Instead, I much prefer to focus on growth, which is another reason why I stopped trying to make the 8-minute videos and solely focus improving the quality instead of just trying to get loads of ads in. So instead of looking at ad revenue, I much prefer to look at, well, how many subs has that video brought in? Basically, to give an indication to not only how many people like your content, but how many people want to see more of it. And well, as for this video, it received a total of over 2,300 subscribers and also had a watch time of over 7,000. So basically, in reality, when I've mentioned in the past that it only takes one video to monetize your channel, this is another example of that. And on that topic of growth, after I just finished recording, I've just had a look at YouTube Studio. Bear in mind, it took me roughly a year and a half to hit my first 1,000 subscribers. We've now just gained over 1,000 subscribers within the past 28 days. So yeah, the channel is definitely compounding. So although it's nice to have this additional income coming from YouTube, but for the stage that I'm at with this channel, it still doesn't really remain a priority. And I say it's definitely not a motivator for me to make content. But I know that by focusing on growth over profit, it'll potentially lead to better opportunities in the future, rather than trying to make a quick buck in the short term. But overall, with 100,000 views, you're bound to make a bit of change, but the other outcomes from that video, in my opinion, is worth much more than the ad revenue. And even if the video isn't paying off immediately, with how the algorithm works, the compound effect for what lies ahead in the future is very much real. With these type of videos, audience retention is everything. In this video, I go over the steps that I take when making all of my videos, just to try get the retention to the best it can be, and to try replicate this 100k viewed video. So if this interests you, I'll see you over in that video.